Ano daw? Ha? Ah, talaga. Thank you, ah. Hello. Very good.
Wait lang natin.
Baka yung inaantay, nagpa-short quarantine pa.
Ayan. I think nasa hearing sila ng cannabis.
Ma'am, yung ano, Metro Development.
Oh, yeah, yung ENCO
Yes, ma'am.
briefing. Okay.
Hindi pa, sino pa? Wait lang po mga pa. Kulang pa. Papakit pa. Yan, ilan pa? Okay?
Who's coughing? Who's coughing? Sorry.
Mag-short quarantine nyo yan, bago mag-Singapore.
Ah, okay. Are we good? Okay na po. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Yesterday, I filed House Bill number 6166 in order to help Department of Health strengthen its health system response to contain the spread of 2019 and COVID-ARD through the immediate procurement of adequate and appropriate surgical masks for persons under investigation and health workers, as well as the needed personal protective equipment for our health manpower, including the repatriation of affected Filipinos abroad, particularly in the mainland China and its administrative regions. The supplemental budget that we are asking Congress to immediately approve amounts to 2.40 billion pesos, which is the estimated amount needed to buy additional surgical mask and PPE or personal protective equipment over the next 3 months. To safeguard the use of 2.40 billion supplemental fund that is being proposed, I have included a reporting mechanism to mandate the Department of Health to give a detailed account of the budget's utilization. I believe that the government is doing the best it can to contain the situation. Based on President Duterte briefing last Monday, we were informed that Secretary Año of the DILG has ordered the immediate setup of barangay health response teams, which I think is very good because a system to fight virus can now be cascaded to the grassroots level. The DTI on its part has assured the commitment of a local manufacturer to make available of the supply of adequate face masks to the public. PhilHealth is also underway in providing coverage for suspected and COVID-ARD cases. However, there are reports that the private hospitals are turning away patients for possible symptoms. Let me remind these hospitals that this is against the law and they run the risk of having their license to operate and PhilHealth accreditation canceled. Let me also reiterate that as a principal author of RA 11332, otherwise known as Notifiable Diseases and Health Events of Public Health Concern Act, which strengthens the capacities of the Department of Health in reporting and responding to infectious and communicable diseases, all public and private physicians, health facilities, laboratories, as well as non-government organizations are required to immediately report nCoV health-related events to the Department of Health. The law provides for penalties for non-cooperation of persons and entities that should report and or respond to notifiable diseases or health events of public concern. Also, considering that only 17% or around 50 of 331 passengers who might have in contact with confirmed cases that have been traced, may I appeal to the passengers of Cebu Pacific Macau to Cebu Flight 5J241, Cebu to Dumaguete Flight DG6519, and PAL Dumaguete to Manila Flight PR254 to please and kindly report and contact the Bureau of Epidemiology of the Department of Health immediately or the nearest health facilities to your location. I share the President's confidence that we Filipinos can surmount the challenges brought about by the emergence of the 2019 nCoV-ARD. Our health system may not be perfect, but it is responsive of the situation. Health protocols are in place now, and the public is now slowly beginning to understand that healthcare is their personal responsibility. Maraming salamat po.
Ang question, yung last night daw, parang nasa Malacanang po kayo center.
The other night, just
The other day.
Monday night, I think, sa Malacanang.
Pwede kong share niyo sa akin po.
Monday night. Monday night, so I was invited as the chair of the Committee on Health. There's an interagency task force meeting with the President. Nag-update lang po sila ng status ng ating response ng nCoV dito sa Pilipinas. So, si Secretary Duque, pinakita niya po yung recent data ng cases natin, also the World Health Organization. And then, ang mga actions being taken by the agencies. And tiningnan ano yung mga kulang at dapat gawin. That's the reason why napag-usapan po doon yung kailangan na pondo para at least ma-address natin yung immediate na kailangan ng Department of Health.
So ma'am, yung supplemental budget na final nyo, yun ay response to the what transpired during the meeting?
Yes. So, inalam ko ano yung kailangan ng Department of Health. Actually, it came from Department of Health. Although, me personally, I have some questions din kasi parang hindi siya talaga naka-item one by one. But ang focus more is on yung personal protective equipment and yung repatriation of the Filipinos, yung support doon. But may mga other needed pa na kailangan kasi. For example, yung turnaround time ng testing, medyo matagal kasi after 48 hours pa. So kung ganun katagal at maraming mag-report, no? Kasi may mga, as of now, parang 100 plus patients ang PUI natin, patients under investigation, which means you need to get the samples for testing. So, RITM lang yung gumagawa nun. So, tinitingnan din yung itap natin yung other health facilities na private na meron silang PCR wherein pwedeng magpadala ng kit, yung primer doon, at doon ititest din. So, isa yon. Another problem na erase doon is yung transport vehicle ng mga PUIs natin nang galing sa probinsya. Halimbawa, I have one in my district na kailangang ilipat sa referral hospital ng DOH. So, ang iniisip nila, should we dedicate a specific ambulance doon sa kaso na yon lang? With the current situation natin in the ground, hindi kaya, I think. So, tinitingnan nila, actually the President mismo, siya mismo yung nag-raise nung issue na yon na pinapa-inventaryo niya lahat ng mga regional centers or even in the ground, yung mga ambulansya na kailangan at bigyan yung mga regional centers natin at yung mga nangangailangan.
Yung may mga lugar na po, may mga na-quarantine like in Negros, in Dumaguete especially. At tama lang ba na in your own may mga doctors lang na naka-assign at saka health personnel na titingin, hindi lahat sila lumalapit doon sa doon sa mga naka-quarantine?
dinededicate mo yung one team ng health professionals siya. I'm sure meron naman yung shift, no? Kasi hindi mo naman siya pwedeng pagtrabahuhin ng 24/7. Pero sila din naka-quarantine. Ibig sabihin, kung doon sa quarantine, lahat sila nandun. So, yun talaga ang protocol sa control measures na dapat ginagawa.
So dapat bang lahat din yung practice?
Yes. Usually, kung ako yung na-expose, naiintindihan nila, kasama yon sa interim guidelines, no? Kung ako yung na-expose na sa kanya, most likely, ako a health worker, ako doctor, then ako ang titingin sa kanya, but syempre hindi ako 24 hours, 'di ba? Meron kang team. So, i-complete nila yan, kung 3 shifts sila, you have 3 shifts of medical team. Kung quarantine kasi naman, asymptomatic sila eh. So, ibig sabihin, meron lang silang history of travel. Walang ill doon usually. So, titingnan mo lang yung day-to-day kung meron talaga nalalabas na may kakaubo, magkakasipon, maglalagnat.
Yung 2.15 billion na approved ni President kahapon, iba ba yan dun sa supplemental budget?
I think it's the parang pronouncement niya na 2.25 billion. But that I asked DOH how much talaga yung kanilang proposal. So I based my proposal on the DOH data na binigay sa akin. But technically, it's the same.
It's the same.
Oo.
Yung 2 billion na to, pang TPEs lang po.
That's why I mentioned, I also have questions. So, pag na-file ko na to yesterday, hopefully ma-hear siya sa Committee on Appropriation the soonest possible. And ako mismo then will ask questions on the more detailed nung details of this budget proposal. Yun lang yung naka-highlights na binigay nila.
Ang kahapon ma'am sa hearing sa Senate, parang tinuturo ni Secretary Duque yung mga nasa baba doon sa yung mga bureaus niya dahil sa mabagal na parang action ng DOH.
Within DOH?
Yes.
This one. I think that's part of the, yung in every organization, no? Kaya siguro din, nasabi ni Senator Lacson, failure of leadership. It's because kung yung mga bureau within the structure ng Department of Health is not transparent to you. So parang, anong ginagawa mo, 'di ba? Pero I feel bad nung yun nga, napag-usapan yung transparency at yun ang naging rason doon sa communication gap. So sabi ko talaga, sa bagay, kung sa akin din, ako nagtatanong, hindi transparent sa akin, parang hindi ko dapat i-question kasi hindi pala sila transparent sa immediate superior nila. But, siguro we need to learn from the experiences we had before. Iba-iba kasi yung mga nandun sa DOH, pag nababago ang secretary, nababago ang mga heads of different divisions and bureaus. So, hindi ko alam yung aspeto na yon, but it's more of, siguro, yun lang dedication and commitment doon sa trabaho, especially this one. There's, kung may itatago sila, talagang, sabog tayo lahat. Walang direction ang any actions na gagawin mo, 'di ba? So, ako personally nalungkot ako doon hearing from the secretary na they are not transparent enough doon sa kanya. So, nararamdaman ko yung nararamdaman niya, yung disappointment. Kasi, alam naman natin in any organization, palagi magre-rely ka doon sa mga tao na katulong mo na magtatrabaho. And para maging efficient yung departamento, sila din yung key. So, medyo madami siguro silang kailangan gawin sa Department of Health. Hindi lang dito sa issue ng nCoV, I believe, maraming pwedeng i-improve doon sa departamento para mas maganda talaga yung sistema nila.
Ma'am, sa hearing ngayon sa NICRA, si nominee Congressman Biazon, may fail of leadership daw si Secretary Duque, sa ilalim ng EO 168, yung Interagency Task Force for
Yeah.
the Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases in the Philippines. Do you share
Wherein, ang purpose talaga niya ay umupo tayong lahat, mag-usap tayo at gumawa ng mga strategies, no, na mag-a-address dun sa problema. So siguro yung aspeto na yon dahil din dun sa narinig ko, yeah, masasabi mo it's a failure of leadership kasi nga siya yung inaasahan na mag-lead doon sa buong task force, no? Siya yung magli-lead. So, ako ayoko na lang din pang siyang gawin na issue para sabihin na i-criticize si Secretary Duque. I know he's doing his the best he can on this problem. Maraming problema ang Department of Health pagkaupo niya. Nung pagkaupo niya, ang daming problema talaga niyang kinaharap, no? But yun lang, siguro nga kasi kailangan niya ng katulong within the agency and yung parte na yon mukhang nag-iisa siya doon kasi sabi nga niya, hindi transparent sa kanya yung mga staff niya, which supposed to be sila yung tutulong sa kanila. So, it's like kahapon, parang nun lang nakita ng mga Pilipino, this what's happening pala. Parang nalungkot din lang ako kasi we thought there's one body na humahanap ng paraan para solusyonan yung problema. Pero parang lahat sila hindi nag-uusap-usap. So, yun yung problem doon. But, ako, for me, siguro wag nang dagdagan pa. Nandito yung problema na kahapon sinabi na lahat ng mga problems. I'm hoping na ngayon, day 1, umuupo na sila at nag-uusap-usap para pabilisin yung mga dapat pabilisin like yung contact tracing, cascading of communications. Ako kasi nakikita ko lang, tinitingnan ko, it's more of sa DOH, sa health, down in the ground. But in other agencies, hindi ko din masyadong na monitor pa, nag-usap ba kayo ni ganito, ni Bureau of Immigration or Foreign Affairs or Department of Transportation or DOTR. Yung mga ganon sa kanila yon, 'di ba? But yun nga, dahil lumabas na kahapon yung mga problema, I'm sure sila din ang makakasolve doon sa mga problema na yon.
Kanina po dun sa hearing, nabanggit ni Rufi, sorry. Yung tungkol dun sa wala pang alert system. I think sa DOH may protocol sila for alerts. Tapos he was asking the DOH officials kung ano na ba yung code alert at the moment. And parang hindi nakasagot kagad yung mga DOH officials. Do you believe na meron na dapat na-announce na code alert ng DOH at this point?
Actually, nung nag-announce ng public health emergency ang World Health Organization and inadopt naman ng Pilipinas, dapat merong alert level ang Department of Health, no? Whether it's yellow, red, or green, dapat nakapagbigay sila. So, ang alam ko lang, they're still developing yung system of reporting dito sa ating NCOV. So, wala pa daw. According to the resource speaker. So, yun, mabagal talaga. Mabagal. Overwhelmed with problems, I think.
How valid po yung concerns ng mga local celebrity na naging impact yung persons under investigation?
This one in Fort Magsaysay, ano po? Yung Fort Magsaysay, nung nakita ko po yung design niya, ano naman siya? how do you call this? Secured, no? Wala siya doon sa hindi siya ma-access ng kahit sino. So, I don't think naman i-consider yung Fort Magsaysay if it will pose risk to the population there, constituents ng Nueva Ecija. Kasi narinig ko na yun, the governor himself, ayaw niyang parang hesitant siya na pumayag doon. And actually, the president was informed about it. Pero yun kasi yung may malaking facilities na can accommodate 10,000 people. At maganda kung nakita niyo yung mga annex-annex ng design niya. Hindi naman talaga. Kung quarantine din lang naman natin gagamitin, pwede siya. Hindi naman siya magpo-pose ng risk. But syempre, magsiset din sila ng system and protocols doon sa local, no? Definitely, dapat talaga secured siya. And yun lang, patients and health workers ang pwedeng pumasok doon. Okay? Okay.